Welcome to another
Deadly Drawings.
Deadly Drawings. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel, and this is Bailey, and that's Lucy, and that's Shaggy over there, and that's Jack, and that's it.
You can't see any of those things.
I mean, you might be able to see Bailey if I do this.
It is October.
It is October.
2022. And it also means it is Drawlloween. What is Drawlloween, Joel?
Drawlloween is a daily, ongoing, October-filled drawing prompt challenge, sort of like Inktober or Creepy Company's thing, whatever they call their thing.
Retro Supply Company.
Retro Supply Company thing that they call their thing. And so they give you a prompt, you draw it, and then you tag it. If they like it, you can get picked to be shown on their website.
Drawlloween does that?
Mm-hmm. Or on their Facebook feed. So, you know, it's not like you don't win anything, but it's a little bit of exposure, and it's fun, to kind of see what else people come up with. Their prompts are typically very pun-oriented, whereas like Inktober is just a single word, or
Same thing with Retro Supply Company is like a,
just a single word.
Well, or, like Corn Doll or whatever was one of them. Bride.
Theirs is a bit more specific. Inktober is a little more vague, like it might say blurry.
Yeah.
And
or
then,
like,
go
rainy.
Which, when I started this, I started it with my kids 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And as a way to give us something to do together. Both my kids are artists. I'm a part-time doodler.
He's an artist too.
So that's how it started. And then once Laura came into my life, then she joined us, and then the kids eventually dropped off one by one until now it's just the two of us. The dogs don't have thumbs, so they can't draw. But yeah, Drawlloween is very pun oriented, so they tend to be more of a comedic or lighthearted kind of funny thing. Whereas Inktober and the other ones sometimes can get a little dark. If you're in the Retro Supply Company one, you actually can win
love that
things. You can win an iPad, Apple Pencils.
They have really cool artists that participate in that.
And the packs that they've got, there's stuff that you can use for your various drawing tablet-y type things.
Yeah, they
cool.
sell like digital art pencils and drawing things.
Yeah, I like their stuff. I don't totally understand how to use it, but my lovely wife has helped me to understand some of it. So I've gotten to, she bought one of their packs that we use.
Yep.
And
all the time.
She's used it. I have not used it in an actual finished piece yet, but I've played around with it, and I dig it. But anyway, so the drawing that is happening today, you probably will see before this video posts, because we will be posting it tonight as we post these on a daily basis. People like to see what we come up with. I'm always asking them to join us because I like to have group participation. So far, we haven't really had any takers. People have talked about it, and I know some people have done it on their own. But you're welcome to join us for what's
It's a commitment, that's for sure.
We used to set an hour time limit, but now that it's just the two of us, and we tend to do it
while we're watching things
on our own.
At the end of the night.
There is no time limit, and since we're all digital now, and I like to get like completely finished, it actually take a lot more time.
Well, he does. I don't.
My Judge Sludge drawing was the better part of a day. Because I had the day off on that day, and I just sat and drew that drawing for like 6 hours or something like that.
It's a lot.
So, little bit ridiculous, but
mine's always under an hour. I can't.
Always?
Pretty much.
Oh. You can't what?
I can't. My mind's like, nope, gotta go on to something new.
I get focused on the little details, and I start getting smaller details and smaller details and smaller details, and then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I'm almost done. Oh wait, no, I still gotta do the coloring and the shading.
That would frustrate me. I'd be like, I just want to be done now.
I'm like that.
So I can move on to something else.
But when I see the results, and sometimes I'm actually proud of it.
He's good.
Like Judge Sludge, I'm incredibly proud of. Like, I feel like that's one of the best things I've ever done. And when I heard the prompt, I was like, I have no freaking clue what to do with this.
Yeah.
So today's prompt, so since we can get to this thing, is Devil. Now,
double.
Double devil.
It's backwards.
Look at them. You can see us. Oh no, we've created a paradox. Is it backwards?
I don't know.
Is it backwards in your thing?
We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe when we're done it'll look right. What? But it says double devil.
Just in case. Double devil. I flipped it.
He fixed it.
I'm not going to leave it like that. That's going to drive me nuts. But anyway, so what we're going to do with this, I don't know. I may have to sit here and think about it for just a minute before we start. But just as we did in the previous video, we are going to, as soon as we're done yakking in your face here, that sounded weird.
Yakking in your face.
We're not throwing up. As soon as we're done talking to you, we are going to do our drawings. We'll show that in a sped up pace, so you can see us, quickly do our drawings. We'll play a little color and music over the top, and then once we're done, we will show our drawings. And then at the very end, if you stick around, as well as seeing our outro and our fun little logo at the end that is different from our regular logo, we also will show you the drawing as through our iPads. That it shows us doing the actual drawing in sped up time. So it's like 30 seconds of your life to see from start to finish kind of how we do what we do, because we have kind of different ways of doing things even. And it's kind of fun, I think. I like watching drawing videos to see kind of how people put together a drawing. Like, where do they start and how do they do it? Do they do like my oldest kid, who draws every single day like we do, draws the line like a stick figure first and then builds it out from there. Whereas I usually start with one part of the anatomy.
I don't know if he does that anymore. I don't think he does. Because I was doing some like homework, basically, like trying to learn how to draw the rubber hose, and he's like, "What's that?" And I was like, it was a stick figure or whatever, and then I was like, well, it's just like the skeleton for, like, how to draw these characters. He's like, oh, I don't do that anymore.
I thought he did. Huh. I'll have to see him start one from the beginning.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I know that's kind of the way that you're taught in school. I never
It helps me.
to that, but
it helps me. I feel like I've gotten a little bit better recently since I've been starting to
do that.
Why are you doing that face?
I'm just making faces at the camera. That's what I do. Because I like what you do. I start at one part of the anatomy and build out from there, which is probably not the best idea, but with this tool, it works better for me because I can keep changing the lines until they're exactly how I want them. And then I can tweak them and fix them.
Are we ready?
It's all shapes.
I want to draw.
I don't even know what I'm doing yet, so I guess we're going to get going. And I'm very excited because Joe Bob's about to start in about a half an hour, not even 20 minutes. And
so you better finish your drawing before then.
Oh, no. We can do both because the movies he's got tonight, we don't know yet, but there's some talk on the fan groups.
Cassandra Peterson's going to be there.
Yep. Elvira's going to be there out of costume. And the two movies that they are suggesting might be shown, one of them I've seen, one of them I have not. But I know about it, so... I think Shackleford needs to go outside. Dog's got to go outside. We need to get started. This video is starting to take too long, and before long it's going to be another 30-minute video, and that's a long time to edit. So we will see you in just a few.
Bye! To you, it was like, I don't know, 30 seconds or maybe a minute.
No time.
For us, it was like an hour and some change. We've been watching Joe Bob, Cassandra Peterson's on there.
Elvira's Haunted Hills is the first film. We got one more film after that still. But before we get back to that, we wanted to show you our drawings, and then we'll show you at the end of the video the sped up process of how we got to them. I feel like mine is unfinished, but I don't know what else to do with it, and I didn't want to sit here all night having you stare at me drawing while she's sitting there watching the movie. So.
Oh, all right.
I don't know. I always feel like I could do more, but
I haven't showed him my drawing yet.
no, we haven't seen each other's work yet. That's...
How do we do this? I forgot. Do I show you and then show the camera?
We kind of do like a so like you can see it and they can see it.
Okay. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You went first last night, didn't you?
I don't remember.
I think you went first last night. I think it's my turn. All right. Ready?
Yes.
All right.
What's going on there?
It's a double devil.
I like his eyes. Their eyes.
Like goat eyes, because he's a goatsy.
Are they twinsies?
I guess. Yeah, because they look the same. Originally, I was going to make it so they look
so good.
Kind of different from each other. So they, they didn't look like they were identical, like they were different colors. And
you say you're not? Oh, good. You are.
Like they were different colors, and there was more differentiation, but instead I just left the mouths different. And that's the only way to tell them apart.
I like that.
Is that one's smiling and one is not, for whatever reason. Because they're double devils. I don't know.
Do you want to see mine?
Yeah, I'm curious what you did, because you've been coming up with like little stories for yours almost lately. Hey! See? Look at that. That's good. I like the way that came out.
And I tried to make it look like a reflection.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It looks kind of like a reflection in like a, I don't know. I guess pool of water is the first thing that comes up. But there's...
Or like in the mirror, like a window or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like a, like it's a fluorescent sign at a, in a windy or something like that, at a window.
In a window?
In a window thing. That's what it reminds me of, kind of. Like what you would see in a, in a window of like a tattoo shop or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you're going for, but that's what I'm getting.
In a window. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Me too. And you'll see how I did it. I did a special trick.
Well, I used...
It made it go a lot faster.
You did the drawing thing where you have it doing the same thing. I just did mine and I cut it, flipped it.
Yeah.
Or copied it and flipped it and then pasted it. So I kind of did the same thing, but in a different way.
I watched somebody on Retro Supply, like he was drawing and he was using the thing, and I was like, why don't I do that?
I've used it for some things and I found it to be kind of tricky.
It depends, like on what you're doing. Yeah. So, like, I used the quadrant one this time, so I did it like, yeah, you'll see it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you mean, but yeah, I'll just see it when I show it to you. Or when you show it to me.
That was fun. Hopefully you guys like Odd Devils. Double Devils.
And if you want to participate, go to...
Please.
Drawlloween. They're on Facebook. They have their own website. You closed it too.
Yeah, we're down to 10 days till Halloween, people. Yeah,
we are almost done. So now would be the time if you're going to jump in. If not, there's always next year.
Makes me sad.
It's been going on for quite a while, and it doesn't seem to what?
It's almost Samhain.
Yeah. It's almost our anniversary. This will be our second anniversary as a married couple, and our first anniversary since our second wedding. Is that confusing to anybody?
And we've been together for almost 4 years.
4 years as of a week after that.
We celebrate all of the anniversaries. We still say happy anniversary when it's a month.
Yep, the 8th of every month. That is
our month anniversary.
On November 8th.
So it'll be 48 months.
Just time flies, right? It feels like we just met. But it also feels like we've been together like forever. It's weird. It's like it's this weird kind of thing. But when when you're married to your best friend, it's
Yes. Oh, we should watch this part.
Why? Because there's a grave?
Yeah. Well, no, that's where Allura is buried.
Oh, you can't see what's going on, but right now Elvira is interacting
Taking
with
up
Riff
someone.
Raff from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yep.
this movie is better than all the reviews I've read. They said it wasn't good, but so far I've been laughing
Yeah,
at
I
it.
want to watch it.
And so
Yeah.
we want to get back to Joe Barbarino.
So watch the thing.
Check out us at
The
thenewlydeads.com. I always make the little box, but it's always kind of off.
Somewhere.
But yeah, check us out at thenewlydeads.com. And we'll be back in the next one.
Bye.